Hello there, everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to do division utilizing the standard algorithm. Now, this is the last strategy that students are going to be taught. Standard algorithm is great. It helps get the answers, but it doesn't really give students, again, an idea of what they're doing with the numbers and number sense. It just gives them the ability to look at numbers and be like, hey, I can divide that, and doesn't really give them an idea of place value and things like that. It's just rote arithmetic when it comes to the numbers. So let's get into it. So we have 693 divided by 8, and our first step is to represent this in standard algorithm. It is currently not, so we're going to take it, and we're going to take our large number. We're going to write 693, and we're going to do this kind of thing. It may be familiar to you for those of you who went to school like me. This is the only way we were taught to do division. Standard algorithm is the way, long division as they called it in school. So my first step is to go ahead, set it up, and I'm going to look at my individual digits. I'm going to separate them out, and I'm going to compare them to my 8. Before I do that, though, I'm actually going to go ahead and give myself a little cheat sheet over here. I'm going to go ahead and say I need to write down my multiples of 8. It's always a good idea to do so. So we know we have 8, we have 16, we have 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, and 80. Good idea to just go 1 through 10 and just get that done on the side. So that way we have a cheat sheet available to us. So I go ahead and I look at this, and I'm going to look at each set of digits individually. And I'm going to say 8 into 6. Is there a way that I can divide 6 by 8? And I look at it, and no. The highest one I can do is 1. Cannot do that. So I'm going to have to add another digit to this. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to look at, okay, 69 divided by 8. Is there a multiple that is close to 69 that I can use to solve this problem? I look through my list here and I see that I have a 64, okay? I can't go over, so I can't use the 72, but I do have a 64 here. So I go down my list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I see that 8 times 8 is 64. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that. 8 times 8 is 64, okay? I'm going to write that below the numbers that I was just working on, and we're going to do some subtraction. 9 minus 4 is 5, and 6 minus 6 is 0. The important step here with division is that I need to make sure I bring down my other number. Whatever is left must come down. So I come over here and I bring down my 3, and this now becomes a 53. Not a 5, but a 53. I go ahead through my list again and I see how can I get the closest to 53? Well, 56 is too far, so 48 is going to be my magic number. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to get me to 48. So I write my 6 here. I write my 48 here, and I subtract. I have to carry, so that's going to become a 4, and this is going to be a 13. So this is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we end up with 5, and then 4 minus 4 is 0. I look at my list again. I have nothing to bring down over here. I'm done. I look at my list. Can I get close to 5? Well, no, because it's less than 8, so there's nothing I can do. So I look at this and I say, okay, I'm done. My problem is solved. There's nothing else I can do. My answer is going to be 86 with a remainder of 5, or 86 and 5/8. Okay? Standard algorithm for division. It is very fast, but it does require students to be able to do this. They really, really, really need to know their multiples of whatever divisor that they are working with. So it is very reliant on multiplication facts, whereas area model allows them to kind of jump in with what they know. If they only know the tens, they can work and solve the problem using the tens. More steps, but it is valid. All right, so let's take a look at another problem just to get this 100% familiarized. All right, so this time we have 438 divided by 3. And the first thing you might be asking is, Mr. Hall, why aren't we using 2-digit divisors on the second half? Fourth grade only requires students to be able to do technically up to 4 digits, so we could even add an additional digit to this. 4 digits divided by a single digit. They do not have to do double-digit division over here, okay? So a max of 4 by 1 single digit. So just like before, our step is to be go ahead and set ourselves up using standard algorithms. So we're going to rewrite our larger number. We're going to give ourselves the division platform here, and we're going to put our divisor. We're going to go ahead on the side. We're going to write our multiples of 3. So we're going to go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. We can leave it at 30. We should technically really go up to 12 since the students do need to know how to go up to 12. So we'll go up to 36. It's not always necessary that you're going to use this. In this case, we may though. All right, so our first step here is to go ahead and look at our digits. And we're going to say, okay, cover them all up. Is 5 larger than 3? Yes, so that means we can get a 3 out of it. How many 3s can we get is the question. And I look at this and I'm like, okay, 3 and 5. My first factor is 3, so I at least have 1. 6 is my next one. I can't do it, so I have 1. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to write 1 there. 3 times 1 is 3, and we're going to subtract that. We're going to end up with 2. I'm going to bring down my 4 into this, and I'm going to say, okay, 3 into 24. Can I do that? Yes, and actually I can do that perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is going to get me there. So I come up here and I say 8. I put my 24 here and I subtract that. I end up with 0, but I still need to bring down that 3. Again, I look at this and I'm like, okay, can I do this? And again, I can do it perfectly. I have a 3 available to me. So I do a 1. I do my 3 and I subtract and I end up with 0, and I bring my 8 all the way down and I have my 8 here. I look at my 3, I look at my 8. How can I get the closest? The closest is with a 6 because a 9 is too far. So that is 1, 2. 3 times 2 was 6. We are out of room here, so I'll bring this over. 8 minus 6 is going to be 2. 2 is smaller than 3. There is no way to divide that. So we are done. We have stopped. Our number is smaller than our divisor. So we end up with the answer of 1,812 with a remainder of 2, or 1,812 and 2/3. Okay, so again, standard algorithm, much faster way of solving, but it really requires understanding the multiplication facts and then just being able to remember these steps of bringing down your numbers and dividing piecemeal. But yeah, that's it for standard algorithm. Have a great day.